Pam Bondi, former Attorney General of Florida, two-term Attorney General for Florida. She's in her Senate confirmation hearings right now. She's a Donald Trump nominee. And let me tell you something, she is not to be played with. What I'm seeing out of Pam Bondi, I'm liking everything that I'm hearing from her. She seems, if you're being objective, she almost seems perfect for the job. This is one of my favorite TV shows and movie series of all time, man. Political theater, politics, politicking, man. So let's go take a look at Pam Bondi, Trump nominee for Attorney General.
As part of my responsibility to ensure the fitness of all nominees, I ask the following two initial questions. First, since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No, Senator.
Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement relating to this kind of conduct?
No, Senator.
Who won the 2020 presidential election?
Joe Biden is the President of the United States.
Ms. Bondi, you know that there is a difference between acknowledging it and, I can say that Donald Trump won the 2024 election. I may not like it, but I can say it. You cannot say who won the 2020 presidential election. Okay. It's disturbing that you can't give voice to that fact.
What has this got to do with her doing the job, man? See, you guys are still stuck on the past. You guys are still stuck on this. Listen, there's a lot of people that feel there was election interference and that the proper attention is not given to it. So if you believe that you were cheated and you have some evidence that there was possible election interference, then you believe what you believe. But my question is this: in 2025, that was what, 5 years ago? What are we doing? 4 years ago? I mean, what are we doing here? I want to know if Pam Bondi is going to uphold the law. I want to know if she is going to be a servant of justice, a servant of the people, a citizen, a person that's a patriot and wants justice to prevail in this country. You guys want to sit up here and you're looking for sound bites. This is all this is. They want Pam Bondi to answer the question the way they want it answered. Period. So let's continue. Let's continue with this.
Moving on to DOJ's independence from politics. Ms. Bondi, if you are confirmed as Attorney General, you will take an oath to the Constitution and not to any individual, including the President. To start, I'd like to know whether you agree with some of the statements President-elect Trump made during the election, during the campaign. First, are the felons convicted of breaking into the Capitol on January 6th hostages or patriots, quoting Trump, as President-elect Trump has said repeatedly? Do you agree with his characterization of the felons that I referred to?
I am not familiar with that statement, Senator.
I just familiarized you with that statement. Do you agree with that statement?
I'm not familiar with it, Senator.
Okay, no answer. He has also said illegal immigration is poisoning the blood of our nation. He said that in December 2023. Do you agree with that statement?
Senator, I am not familiar with that statement, but what I can tell you is I went to the border a few months ago. I went to Yuma, Arizona, and what I saw at that border was horrific, Senator. It was horrific.
Ms. Bondi,
I went to a rape crisis center.
That is
If I could
not my
finish,
question.
I went to a rape crisis center. Well, I'm not familiar with the statement, but I went to a
to
rape
the
crisis
next-
center. I
me
met
get to
with
the
Border
important-
Patrol
I have?
agents. I'm sure you've been to the
Ms.
border
Bondi,
as well, so
I
you
want to
could
get
answer
to my
that.
next question. Oh, you said that the White House will play no role in investigative or charging decisions in the DOJ. Is that correct?
Senator, what I said is that it is the Department of Justice's decision to determine what cases will be prosecuted.
What role will the White House have in investigative or prosecutorial decisions of the DOJ?
It is the Department of Justice's decision, Senator.
So that sounds to me that you're saying that the White House will not have any kind of role. Meanwhile, I ask you this. If President-elect Trump asks, suggests, or hints that you as Attorney General should investigate one of his perceived political enemies, would you do so?
Senator Hirono, I wish you had met with me. Had you met with me, we could have discussed many things and gotten to know.
I am
You could
listening
have
to you
gotten to know
now.
me.
Could you respond to the question?
Yeah, you were the only one who refused to meet with me, Senator. But what we would have discussed is that it is the job of the Attorney General to
I'm very
follow
happy to
the
listen to
law.
your responses under oath, Ms. Bondi. So I think it's really important to us that the Attorney General be independent of the White House. I would like to know whether if the President suggests, hints, asks that you as Attorney General should investigate one of his perceived enemies?
Senator,
you
I
do?
certainly have not heard the President say that. But what I will tell you is 2/3 of Americans have lost faith in the Department of Justice. And it's statements like that, I believe,
Ms.
that make
Bondi.
people continue to lose faith. If I am confirmed as Attorney General, it will be my job
Getting
to
on
not
to my
only
next
keep
question,
America
you're not
safe,
responding.
but restore integrity to that department.
Why don't we
And that's
move
what
on
I
to
plan
something
on
that
doing
you said?
every single day as Attorney General.
On August, when Republicans take back the White House, the Department of Justice, the prosecutors will be prosecuted, the bad ones, the investigators will be investigated. Ms. Bondi, is Jack Smith one of those bad prosecutors that you will prosecute as AG?
Senator, you hesitated a bit when I said the bad ones. Every decision will
Sometimes
be
badness
made
in the eyes
dis-
of the beholder. I'm just asking whether you would consider Jack Smith
Senator,
to be one of the people. How about Liz Cheney?
Senator,
How about Merrick Garland?
I am not going to answer hypotheticals. No one has been prejudged, or nor will
I
anyone
am
be
asking
prejudged
whether
if I am
these are the
confirmed.
kind of people, these are in fact the people that you would prosecute. I'm not getting an
Your
answer.
time is up.
It seems like they're not interested in seeing justice. It almost seems like they're not interested in Pam Bondi's background, digging into just her tenure as a prosecutor, as an attorney general. It seems like they're looking for sound bites, and they're looking for aha, I got you moments, so they could go ahead and talk about this for the next 4 or 5 years. Seems to me, it's my opinion, it just seems to me that it's a bunch of questions that are irrelevant. There's a lot of irrelevant questions, and I guess I get it now. I'm starting to get it more and more. If you're a Democrat or you're a Republican, of course you're going to be seriously biased, especially in today's government. It seems like you have a handful of people who are more interested in the betterment of the country, that are here to serve the citizens instead of being self-serving. There's only a handful of people like that.